What is happening, guys? It's World of JCC, and let's cut to the chase. FIFA 18 beta is out and I am talking to you about the Pro Clubs version. There has been some huge changes and I want to fill all of you guys in. So of course this is just the beta and I'm not allowed to show any footage of any type. It's got a watermark of my PSN on the screen, so I will actually get banned. Let's get into some of the big changes though. I've been tweeting them all out to you guys. Before I start this, go ahead and check some of those tweets out because there's a lot more information over on Twitter than I can fit into this video. Go ahead, make sure you subscribe. This is going to be your home of FIFA 18 Pro Clubs, guys. We're closing in on 24,000 subscribers. If you love Pro Clubs, this is the place to be. Now the first big change I want to start off talking about is the new player growth system. Now, it's pretty much the same concept, but there are two new traits: injury-free trait and a free kick specialist trait. But on this particular system, it's laid out in a sort of spiderweb fashion instead of the wheel. So you have to put them in and it kind of goes down. I'm sorry about my incredible artwork. It's the closest thing I could kind of do without getting my channel exploded. You enter in the growth points in the same way that you did in FIFA 17. And of course at the bottom are the stuff like the weak foot trait, the skill moves trait, finesse shot trait, etc, etc. I was excited when I first saw this, but it is pretty much the same sort of system, just in a different layout. A big change is that the new top height is 6'6". You cannot be any taller, you can't be 6'7" anymore, and the pace allocation is on screen right now as well for you. Another huge change is that the goalkeepers cannot leave the box anymore. It seems that goalkeeping has had a complete refurb and it's a lot more difficult. They can't get out of the box at all. So if you're a goalkeeper, I'm sorry to tell you, that is the thing now. You've also got a much bigger throw and all the traits are exactly the same as FIFA 17. No surprises there. A big change that has come to FIFA 18, at least in the beta, is the lobby. Your pro is standing there in a lobby just like he is in the default picture of Pro Clubs. He's kind of standing there moving his feet about a little bit, and you can select player roles now in the lobby just like you can in Ultimate Team and Kickoff mode. You can select who wears the captain's armband, who's on the corners, the penalties, the free kicks, etc, etc. There are 75 stadiums in the Pro Clubs game so far. The layout is exactly the same in terms you have the My Pro tab, the Club tab, the Manage tab and the Leaderboards tab. When you kick off your Pro Clubs games, no more are there two players standing there. The single man is there on his own, and one of the players is allocated who cannot move from the kickoff, so I'll have to pass it to one player, but I can give it to any player on the pitch, holding R1 and X, of course. It can go to any player. Speaking about goalkeeping earlier, the diving has had a complete change as well. It seems that you can no longer spam dive. If you do that, you're going to get caught out and fly across the goal, as many goalkeepers have done in the beta to me already. The chip shot seems to be the way to beat goalkeepers. So if you're playing the beta right now, lads, go ahead and try chipping a pro goalkeeper. It goes in every single time. They seem to just fly out of the way of them. So maybe that's something that FIFA have got to work on. Penalties, I've only had one, but it seems like you have to click circle to initiate your run up. The same sort of setup is what applies where you can pull your guy back from the penalty spot, adjust his position, but circle and he'll start running towards the goal. The biggest improvement for me on this game so far has seemingly been the passing. It's amazing how crisp the players pass the ball around. It really, really is going to show. These top teams and the VFL competitive teams that play are going to destroy other teams when they can get the passing as good as this. The passing, even at level 80, seems to just go exactly where you want it to. A huge change is that if you use the D-pad on the controller, you can do animations. You can dance if you hold it to the right. You can moan if you hold it down. You can point to the crowd if you hold it up. It really is quite fun. I think it's just going to be used in competitive Pro Clubs games. There are no competitive Pro Clubs links or anything like that on the menu. The menu is, as I said, exactly the same. Drop-in matches seem to be the exact same as well. To sum up, guys, there's been a big change to the lobby. Goalkeepers seem to have had a complete change to how they can play. I mean, they can't even leave the box now, so that's going to save a lot of drop-in matches from being messed up. 6'6" is the new top height. The passing is incredibly crisp. The strength trait seems to be just as important as it was. Chip shots seem to beat every goalkeeper. You can finally select who takes your set pieces. And they've added a couple of new traits like the injury-free trait and the free kick specialist. There are some new celebrations and animations as well. I'm loving the game, guys. I really, really am. There's going to be many videos to come on this channel. So as I said, go ahead and subscribe. I'm sorry this was so brief. I just wanted to fill you guys in as soon as I could. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with more. Subscribe to the home of Pro Clubs. My name is JCC, and I'm out.